Hello everyone, today is Sunday morning and I came down into my shack, which is in the basement, to enjoy a nice coffee and make this video for you guys. I don't know if you're like me, but my shack is the place where I can relax, where I can forget all the problem I may have and I can relax and just enjoy technology and new toys, whatever that I have, or just rag chew with friends. This is a special moment for me, and I'm sure you can relate to that, because this is one of the fun part of the hobby, is just, you know, doing what we do, what we enjoy, either if it's CW, whatever you want to do, digital communication. It's a good time to relax and just enjoy life as we enjoy technology, as passionates of ham radio. So I'm sure you can relate to that, like I said. Today it's a special moment because I will be doing the review of the TH-D74 from Kenwood. I received the unit last week and I play around, well, a few nights, but especially this weekend, Saturday, I did play around with this radio. And the first criteria that I have for evaluation, it's always the physical part of the radio. That's mean the quality feel of the radio. And let me tell you, this radio feels like quality and there's no doubt about it. It's a heavy radio. It is, you know, have a great feel in your end. It just feels perfectly. It's a little bit large, but like I said, for me I like it. It just, you know, you have a good grip in your hand, and the touchpad are very smooth and very fluent. And as you go through the menu, you know, you don't have to press twice. You know, it's always worked the first time. It's very responsive, and this is very important for me. It has a nice bright color display. It looks so good. It makes me think of my TS990 right beside me here, as a look and feel, if you want, in a smaller package, of course. And this radio is just very nice, okay, physically. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through the main feature with you guys. And that's what I did yesterday. There is a manual, the paper manual that comes with it. This is the quick guide, if you want, and you have the English, French and Spanish manual. That's what comes with it. But you can download, you can see here on the screen, the full manual for your language, any language you want, that are available on their international website from Kenwood. I'll put all the links to get everything in the comments below the video. And I went through most of the feature of that radio without using the manual. I did go in the manual a few times just to check up to confirm something, but just because I was locked somewhere, you know, I didn't know where to go, and then I just look in it and just find, you know, okay, that's how I switch the menu, and then I proceed with my experimentation. And I was able to do all the feature, APRS, D-Star, listen to shortwave, switching antenna. This is an important part when you first start using the shortwave, because I plugged my external antenna and then I realized that you have to switch to the antenna port here, not the internal antenna for shortwave. So that made a lot of difference. But I will go through that with you guys. But let's start with the first config and the menu. In a second video, I will show you how to program that radio and how to update the firmware, which I did for one of the radio. I will do the second one with you guys live with the video in the next video. So let's proceed with the evaluation, the first review, sorry, of this radio. Okay, so this is the radio. And when you look on the right side, you have the microphone speaker mic port. You have the micro SD card you can use to save your config. You have a micro USB connector. This is a cable you can plug it in to your PC to program it. The cable is not provided with the radio, but you can find those almost anywhere. It's a common cable for cell phone or Raspberry Pi. You have a external power source connector. It's where you charge the radio from there. Then you plug the charger, and as well, if you want a DC external power, you can plug it there. You have the PTT on the left side, the monitor squelch, and you have the power button. And if you look at the battery, to get it off, it's a clip like this. Then you get the battery off, then you put it back in. You just get it like this, and it's stay there. So let's start the radio. When you start the radio for the first time, you get a hello screen. You can change that with your call sign later on, but today we will concentrate on basic configuration. And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the menu and go into the display to make sure that it stays lit as I'm doing the review. So let's put it on. There you go. Press menu back and you're back in VFO. You have two VFO, VFO-A, VFO-B. So the top is A, the bottom is B. You can switch it from A and B from air. If you want to go to the menu, you press menu. You want to go out of the menu, you press menu again. You want to change the power level. So you push function and you push menu, and it will come in medium, you see, and then in low, and then in economy low. Okay, I will leave it like this. This is very useful if you use it for a hotspot locally, so that's great. And the function button will let you select the yellow print here, or the second function of that button. So when you press function, then you have access to those features. Otherwise, it's the large white print that is giving you the function. So first thing, to go in VFO, you click VFO, first button here. To go in memory, you click in memory. To go in call channel, you click here. So that's pretty easy. Let's go back to VFO. Second thing, you can switch band, transmitting band, okay, from the main VFO-A, because it's the only band you will receive or transmit from VFO-A. You just push the arrow here, leave it for a second, and then you switch into band, 220, 440, go back to VHF. The other way around, it'll do the reverse. Okay, so that's pretty easy. And if you want to switch mode, then you press mode, and then it will switch you in D star. But by default, it's in DR mode, which is digital repeater, and it goes to the repeaters list. The included repeaters list covers a lot of repeater. I think it's worldwide. And when I use the software, I just clean it out and just kept my provinces. So my province where I'm at, and because I don't travel much. But you can save the full list on another configuration file into the micro SD card if you ever travel, because with the GPS, it will let you know the closest repeater to you with the GPS information. So that's pretty neat. But we'll go do basic configuration before we go further in that. So let's go back to FM. So the basic configuration is you go in the menu, and the first thing I will do is set up my call sign for APRS. Okay, basic setting. So you go for your call sign. The two top button here, you have clear and you have back. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So you go here. If you go back, you just go back there. You press enter. Then let's clear it out. That's it. Okay, so you can select with the knob here. By the way, the volume is the bottom one, and this is the rotating knob. You can select the letter, but it's easier to go like using, you know, the phone keypad, the usual phone keypad. So, oh, hold on, I'm going to clear everything. So let's go V, A, an arrow, 2, P, PV. There you go. The call sign is set up. So that's basic. Okay. Now, let's go into configuration. You have units. Me, I'm going to put it in kilometers in the metric system, as I'm more used to it. Temperature as well. Okay, so let's go back. You can set up the date and time, but it will automatically get set up while it get a GPS signal. What happened is that I'm in the basement right now, so I don't get any signal. But if I go on the first floor, it will work. So you have the language selection. You only have two choices. So since I don't speak Japanese, I will stay in English. The firmware version, you can download the firmware from the Kenwood International website, and right now the 1.04 is available, so I will show you in another video how to update the firmware. You can do a reset from there as well, VFO reset, partial reset, or a full reset. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go in D-Star and TXRX and configure my call sign. So oops, hold on, I need to press enter and enter. Hits it. Okay. VA2PV. Press enter. Then I'm going to use P for portable. Enter. There you go. So my call sign is set up for D-Star. So I made the basic setup for APRS and for D-Star. Okay, let's go back in the menu here. If you want to switch mode, then you're in DR like I said, but let's go and bring it into DV for digital voice mode. Then you have the D-Star menu. I'll start again. Okay, when you're in D-Star, so you click mode, you're in D-Star. You press function, you press mode again, you're in D-Star configuration. So the first thing you need to do if you want to configure a simplex frequency for your hotspot, you need to switch from digital repeater to digital voice. So I'll just switch. So now I'm in VFO, I'm in digital voice, and I can configure my hotspot. So you press enter, then you can enter your hotspot frequency. You press enter back. Oops, sorry, you don't have to, it's already set in. And what I can do is I can save that in memory manually. You press function and memory in, and you select this slot, and there you go. So you're back. Okay, so I'm in memory at now. I can go back in VFO, go back in memory. That's the frequency I just configure, and you can go and call. So that's pretty easy. And what we can do as well is go in VFO-B, and in VFO-B, what I can do all the same thing. I can change the power as well. Okay, doing this. I can enter a frequency. Okay, let's say. That's it. I can enter a frequency. And okay. So what I can do is I can switch mode. If I switch mode, I can have on this VFO, I have AM, LSB, USB, CW, FM, and there's no D-Star because on VFO-A, I'm in D-Star. So I'm going to switch here in FM. I'm going to go back in VFO-B, and then D-Star will be available. Okay, so it's only one VFO at a time doing D-Star. And what you can do here is change band the same way, and you will have more band on this side because you have the general coverage on the VFO-B. So you can go, let's say I'm on 80 meter. Okay, let's change it, change the step. As you can see, it's not that bad after a few days being able to do this, but I can enter 37. Oops, hold on, I'm not on the, that's not where I want to go. 003,765. Then I'm in LSB. I'm in HF. I'm in the basement, and remember something, I'm just gonna go back I'm gonna switch. Okay, band. You have the aviation band, sorry. Then go back here. Okay, so we'll go back in FM. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're back in FM. So as you can see, it's a general coverage, and you have the HF band below. For the antenna, the HF antenna and shortwave, it's used an internal antenna, but you can switch it to the port. Hold on a second. From here, you go in RX, and then you can switch from the bar antenna to the antenna connector, and then you can connect a dipole if you want. So that's the way to do it. You also can use the filter here. That's pretty neat, eh? And of course, the radio only transmits in FM and digital voice D-Star. It doesn't transmit in SSB, but it can receive on 2 meters SSB. If you want to listen to SSB communication in VHF, UHF, you will be able to do so with this radio. So this cover pretty much the basic. If you want to set up the APRS, let's do the APRS, okay? So in VFOB, I prefer VFOB, but I need to do the setting. Hold on. Yeah, it's set on the A band. I will use the B band for VFOB. Okay, and you know what? I don't want to hear the data, the packets. So what I'm gonna do in the menu, I will go in audio and I will balance the audio, so I will only hear the A band. Can you see? If I go up, it's 100% A band, and you can have 25% B band, so it will not have the same level of volume, so you can still listen, but it would not interfere with the first VFO. Or you can have it in the middle as default, equal, and then you can have on B. But for a PRS, I'm just going to go like this. I won't hear anything. All right, I go back here. I will enter 144, 390 in FM. That's good. Then for the APRS, you just press function APRS, and you have APRS 12. You can have it those 96 as well, but 12 for 1200. Whoops. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. No, I'm gonna. No, done. I need to get out of there. Okay, sorry. Then I will. Okay, APRS. And if you want to transmit, it's an auto by default. The beacon, then you receive. You can click beacon, and then it will transmit your position to the APRS network. So this cover pretty much that radio. So as you can see, it's not complicated to get everything working, and it's set up for D-Star as well. Make sure you are registered to the D-Star Trust server if you want to use it, but then you can start configuring all your frequency and everything, and my next video will be about doing that and upgrading the firmware. So this concludes this video. If you have any question or comments, don't hesitate, go in the comments below the video, and you can also write me an email at info@va2pv.com, and I always answer my email and always answer to comments I receive. I even met new friends via YouTube that written me some email for question, and then we start exchanging, and then we add a QSO on the air. That is pretty cool, because we can, you know, there's different ways to meet new contact on the radio, and YouTube is just bringing us together as well. So don't hesitate to contact me. Like I said, I always answer. Sometimes it could take a few days, but I will eventually respond for sure. That's a promise. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please subscribe and please do a like. That's always appreciated. So 73 for now.